In the eastern Mediterranean Ocean, there lies an island that hides a frozen conflict. This island's name? Cyprus. The island has been divided and therefore in conflict for decades, with still no end in sight. However, unlike other conflicts which we have covered, i.e. Syria, Iraq, nobody is dying, which is why it's a frozen conflict. The situation just continues year after year. So why? Why is the island of Cyprus divided, and what is the Cypriot conflict? Well, firstly, the conflict is not between loads of groups backed by other countries, but just two communities from those two nations backed by those exact same two other countries. So let's meet these two nations. The first, the Hellenic Republic, or more well known as Greece. Now Greece and Cyprus are like best friends. They go together so well. They are the only country that both speak Greek, they share the same food, customs, drink and most history. The vast majority of the population of Cyprus can be broken down, with the majority of the island being Greek Cypriots at about 77%. The point is, Greece has a long story with Cyprus. So what is this other community in Cyprus? Well, Turkish Cypriots at about 18%. Turkey's history of the island goes back to around 1571, when the Ottomans captured the island fully, seizing it from the Republic of Venice in a war at the time. What followed was large-scale migration of Turks from the Ottoman Empire to Cyprus, creating the two main ethnic groups we have today. So that answers the two communities, but why are the two in conflict? And for that you need to understand some Cypriot history. And for that we need to go back to 1878, when due to the Russo-Ottoman War, in which at the peace conference the British signed a treaty with the Ottomans in which the British would be granted administrative control of Cyprus to Britain. In exchange, the British would help negotiate a better peace treaty for the Ottomans with the Russians. This arrangement lasted all the way up until 1914, when during World War I, the Ottomans entered World War I against the British, and so the UK annexed the island, officially making it a part of its growing empire. However, Britain, being Britain, wanted more support for its war among other countries, and so the country offered Greece Cyprus during the conflict in 1915, in exchange for Greece breaking its neutrality and joining the war alongside Britain against the Ottomans and the other Central Powers. The Kingdom of Greece at the time was heavily divided over the issue, with the King of Greece, Constantine I, being pro-German, whereas the Prime Minister of Greece, Eleftheris Venizelos, felt that joining the Allies would be best for Greece, and so Greece would reject Britain's offer. After the World War, there was growing tensions between the predominantly Greek Cypriots and British over a concept known as Enesis, or union with Greece. Many Greeks in Greece and within Cyprus badly felt that there should be a single country and resented the British for refusing to hand the island to Greece. The UK refused to give in to their demands due to its excellent strategic location in the eastern Mediterranean Sea, being close to the vital Suez Canal, Middle East, and Southern Europe. This island would prove vital in World War II in Britain's efforts to help supply Malta and the troops in Greece and Egypt throughout the conflict. However, after World War II, the island would face mass demonstration from Greek Cypriots demanding the British leave, and so Enesis could be implemented. Soon it became violent as the British struggled to maintain control, continuously refusing to give in to the Greek Cypriot demands. On the other hand though, the sizable minority of Turks on the island had a different goal in mind. Most Cypriot Turks lived in northern Cyprus, and so they favoured a partition. One side would be Turkish, the other side of the island would be Greek under Greece's rule. Eventually Greece and Turkey would negotiate with the British regarding the future of the island, and soon they gave Cyprus independence, with the British still being able to control the two military bases of Ekarotiri and Dhekelia. Then a power sharing agreement was set up, with the President of Cyprus being an ethnic Greek Cypriot and the Vice President being an ethnic Turkish Cypriot. From there up until 1974, there'd be relative stability with the occasional period of instability brought on by laws and constitutional amendments. However, the real trouble began in 1974 when the military dictatorship in Greece infiltrated Cyprus and overthrown the Cypriot government, replacing the officially neutral Greek Cypriot president with a very pro-Enesis Greek Cypriot president. This enraged the Turkish government, which tried to arrange UN meetings to sort the situation out. However, these talks failed, so Turkey used the 1960 treaty, which guaranteed the status quo, to invade the northern part of the island in an attempt to protect the Turkish Cypriots in the north. The puppet Cypriot government soon collapsed, but by then it was too late as 37% of the northern part of Cyprus would be captured. From there, the United Nations with Britain intervened, and along with Turkey establishing the Green Line in green ink, a line that would be patrolled by a neutral peacekeeping mission. From there, this would remain the new status quo until 1983, when the Turkish Cypriots declared independence as the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. This would then be recognised by Turkey itself, but no other country. From there, the southern part of that country would join the European Union in 2004. What's interesting is within this Green Line, there lies the divided capital city of Nicosia. This city remains the only divided capital in the world. You can actually still see the barriers within the city to this very day. Now, despite numerous peace attempts organised by the UN, a settlement still needs to be made to end the conflict. Recently, some people, including the Turkish President Recep Erdogan and the current Turkish Cypriot President Ersin Tatar, have called for a two-state solution that everyone should just recognise the current situation. However, Greece and the wider EU still continue to reject this. It's unlikely that the current situation on the island will change anytime soon. I hope you found this video on Cyprus's conflict interesting. Please leave the video a like to help recommend this video to others. Please subscribe as well if you want more videos like this. Ring that bell on top of that, and maybe suggest a video of a conflict I should do. This video on Cyprus was actually recommended by a viewer. For now though, thank you for watching this video.